Greetings, my human friends. This is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien, on the 1st of April 2017. Finally, some good news for 95% of the human population. For all of you who follow the official line, which is given to you by your superiors, by your government and religion leaders, for 95% of you who had a residue of own thoughts, of own thinking left, which was bothering them and confusing their minds because you were not completely in line with that what has been given to you from your educational sources. These good news are bad news for the remaining 5% of the population, of course, who cherish free thoughts, who are artistic maybe, or some other how try to make a life a little bit on the sidelines, a little bit more creative, and do not necessarily follow the herd, follow the sheep into the slaughterhouse. Well, for you, I don't have good news today, because yesterday I spoke about the chemtrails and their twofold aspects of shielding Earth from the deadly radioactive waves as a result of the pole shift, and also by spraying these into the stratosphere, using the planes and the cargo at the same time to reduce the human population. No, for you, the 5% which are remaining and trying to entertain free thought, I have not so good news, because the third aspect of the spraying of the chemtrails is the most dangerous one. Nanotechnology. With every breath you take in, you also breathe in tiny receivers and tiny transmitters of nanotechnology, which is artificially built and smaller than a speck of dust. Hundreds and eventually thousands of these tiny little artificial devices are entering into your body with every single breath of air and attach themselves to your organs, eventually get into the bloodstream and distribute themselves accordingly. This net of little transmitters and receivers communicate with each other inside of your body and create a biological computer, which is controlled from the outside, from a central station. In this station, the computers are being programmed in a way to send out information to you, which you do not detect as outside influence, but you believe these are completely biological, natural occurrences, and the thoughts which are being completely controlled. I told you 95% of the population will like the idea, because no more unnecessary free thoughts. These thoughts of you will be completely controlled, and you believe they are yours, but they are not. Besides that, of course, your bodily functions and your health is being also under control and can be enhanced or decreased at will. This is the new way of turning every single human on planet Earth into a computer, into a one single particle of a large net of completely functioning and controlled beings. I have brought you an enlarged sample, nobody's shown you before, of one of these particles which are being added into this deadly cocktail which rains down on you every single day. And this particle is an enlarged sample of the ones which actually will do the thinking for you in the future. Nobody has shown this before, as I said, and like many other videos before, this will be a first for you. Let me see, maybe I can place it on this plate of glass and you get a good look at it. This one here is 1000-fold enlarged. I hope it doesn't slide down. And well, many of these will enter your body. Now you will ask me, okay, if every single human being and also animals inhale this and will be turned into a receiver of orders from a center, from an unknown center, then pretty much every single one, even the ones who control these nanoparticles and the thoughts of people, will be affected. No, this is exactly the point. 99.9% of the human population will be completely mindless following orders, but a tiny little group of only a few thousand people will enjoy complete freedom, because they themselves will, by just like switching a little or turning a little switch, will be able to be free of mind influence. But certainly only if they follow the rules of the highest order. That long they can be artists, they can be free thinkers and philosophers, and enjoy total freedom on planet Earth. Because this small group of a few thousand people cannot do any harm at all. These are the privileged to the system. Because there's no such thing as the influence of the masses anymore. Because the masses are connected to the central computer, and no matter what thoughts a free being entertains, what radical ideas the free privileged beings have, none of that can affect the population at large, because this population cannot be convinced of any ideas which have not been given to them by these transmitters here. This is the new world, and this is the idea of the new world order when it comes to the end game. 99.99% of the population under total control through technology and through nanocomputers, which are inside their bodies, and a very small group of privileged who know how to escape the influence. There is no such thing as escape for the public, for the ones who are not part of the ruling class. These are, and technology brought humankind so far, not even at any moment aware of their destiny. They think whatever they do is being because of their own decision making. None of this is true. Already now you are completely under the influence because constantly you are bombarded with information which is not true. But then now you are getting already your implants, and in a very few years these implants, once the whole population has sufficiently been infected, will be turned on. We, the tall white aliens, know about it. We, the tall white aliens, are made up of different groups, some of them working and helping the human elite, the human hybrids which have been created family-wise thousands of years ago with this particular operation, and others who are living here for thousands of years, like myself, and wish to have a variety of different races, a variety of different unique humans, are working against it. My DNA work is made to make people immune to the influence, A, which they are under right now, by the brainwashing they are under right now, and also make them immune to the nanoparticles which are entering their body right now, and the influence being taken by a ruling class over them totally once these nanoparticles are switched on. I haven't spoken about every single aspect of this evil group which is playing on the minds and on the health of the whole population of this planet. I can still not in any way disclose all the aspects of it. But I have so far given you very much information to get you a general, rough picture of what is in store for you. It is up to decide for yourself if you believe my words or not. And it is also up to yourself if you want to remain in this mode of enslavement or if you want to free yourself from it. Many people already have enrolled in the DNA enhancement program, and others don't take me serious, and of course already being programmed to be a slave will also be willingly follow the lead into total enslavement by artificial intelligent nanotechnology devices which are already planted inside of them. Rudolf of Germany.